What's up, Ottawa? It's your host, Reed O'Reilly in the house, and this
the city that fun forgot.
The show where we try to say, hey, fun, remember us? Now, it is true, Ottawa does have a bit of a reputation for being kind of lame and a little stuck up. Looking at you, Glebe. That being said, it can still be a bitchin' town. So, let's delve into the roots of this awesome city and prove that although fun may have forgotten us, we can still jog its memory.
Raccoon break.
Everything is there when you're living in a city.
Life would be simple in the forest except for Cyril's sneer.
All right, let's get on with the show. Our first segment comes to us from the Pleasant Park neighborhood. Rory Bachman is showing us that despite being on lockdown, it's still super important to stay active. Now, I'm sure you've heard of exercise programs like CrossFit and Taibo and Pilates, but I'll bet you a loony you've never heard of anything like this before. Rory, take it away.
Rodentercise.
Hi, I'm Rory Bachman with Rodentercise Incorporated. With all the gyms being closed because of this pandemic, I know you're thinking this summer is going to be all about the personality, which is why I've created Rodentercise Incorporated. We've all seen fat cats, but none of us have seen fat rat. So come on, grab your nuts and let's do the Rodentercise scurry. Oh, yeah.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special what's behind your back. Yeah. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Yeah. Take 'em to the bridge. Dirty babe. You see these shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way.
All right, all you fitness nuts. Now put down your pop and get ready to hop. This is the Rodentercise Rabbit.
So fly, a young, lovable, huggable type of guy. And everything is to the back with a little slack. Cause inside out is wiggin' whack. I come stomping with something pumping to keep you jumping.
Now that you know some of the basic moves of Rodentercise, you can be the talk of the pool party this summer, in a good way.
Wow, thanks for that, Rory. Man, did that make me hungry. Anyways, moving on to our next segment, Courtney Fleming from the Little Italy neighborhood hosts a local show called Healthy Living, and she's going to provide us with some tips on how to stop from going loco during this pandemic crisis.
Hello. During this period of uncertainty, it's really important to take care of your health, both mental and physical. Our family's put together a list of strategies that have really helped us to stay sane during this crisis time, and we'd really like to share them with you. People often don't realize just how structured our day-to-day lives usually are. Even a lazy weekend is usually broken up with errands and visits from family. Losing our obligations socially, going to work, Seeing friends can leave us feeling really unbalanced and uncertain of ourselves. It's important to establish routine and structure to help to mitigate this.
Guys, come on, it's noon! It's noon!
Getting up at the same time every day. Eating our meals at the same time every day and going to bed at a reasonable time are very important.
Guys, are we gonna have dinner? What time is it? Almost midnight.
Did you open up that bag of chips yet?
No.
Sounds like good dinner to me.
How about her?
We had that last night.
Every household is different, but in our family, we get up at the crack of dawn, start the day with a little bit of yoga, and have a healthy family breakfast before starting our routines of school and work. Another challenge when we're socially isolating is the need to feel like we have to eat all the time.
So eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it.
We might eat out of the need for comfort. Maybe we do it out of boredom. Having a measured bowl of chips on a Saturday night is fine, but a global pandemic is no reason to not follow the Canada Food Guide.
Hey, Cord, have you seen my Cadbury eggs?
Having pre-planned meals at regular times is a great way to make sure that we're taking care of our bodies during this time. If you feel the need to have a snack, fruit or vegetables are great to fill the void, and don't forget to drink a lot of water. There's a lot of joking happening on the internet right now about excessive drinking as a way to cope with social isolation. Excessive drinking is no joke. It is very important during this time to abstain or limit your use of alcohol.
Drink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift your stein and drink your beer.
It can lead to addiction, weight gain, depression, and may make existing tensions in the home worse.
Ready to get in there!
No, I told you, there's a friggin' pandemic. We can't go out. We're
Oh my
supposed to be
god, Dad,
indoors.
this is like the 100th time you've made a promise and you don't keep it.
Oh my god, listen, we can order stuff online, but we're not going to Walmart. There's a huge lineup. I'm not doing it.
It's not about the pandemic, it's about moral. You made a promise and you're not keeping
Moral
it.
code, don't give me that crap. You're just trying to use me to go somewhere so you can like go shop for nails or something. I'm not doing it, man. We're staying indoors. That's all there is to it.
You never told me
What are you talking about? You're just being annoying. Stop it. No, you're annoying. Oh my god, you're so
It's normal to feel sad and anxious sometimes. It's important to pay attention to how we're coping with these feelings as a family and doing healthy activities that make us feel good. Family activities such as yoga.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're gonna have that conference call later today, but I was just hoping that,
Meditation. We're just gonna take a minute to focus on our breath, and we're gonna breathe in. Or even a talking circle with the family can help us to manage tensions as they arise. Okay guys, there's been a lot of bickering and a lot of fighting this week, so we're going to have a family meeting, and we are going to use our talking stick to take turns talking. So in order to make a point, if you want to have anything to say, you have to be holding the stick, okay? Guys! You may find that during this time, your family members may seem more demanding of your time.
you're in the shot.
You may find during this time that your family members are more demanding.
Hey, Cord, have you seen my fungus cream?
This is not unusual.
Shada, ow, where's my thing?
Hey Court, can I have some of your crispers?
You may feel overwhelmed and like you don't have any time to yourself.
Court.
This is not unusual. Psst. It's important to try to respond with patience and understanding. They might be feeling Are you serious? Are you serious? Let's try that again. You may find during this time that you don't have any time for yourself and you're overwhelmed. important to try to respond with patience and understanding.
Sorry, babe.
They don't mean to give you a hard time. And the calmer
Dad,
you
can
are...
you go pop this pimple? It's giant.
I don't have time right now.
Put your phone away. Hey, everybody smile. Smile. Okay, ready? Okay. Wishing you positive mental health during this COVID crisis. From our family to yours.
Crazy going slowly. Am I 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Switch. Sing it out. I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Crazy going slowly. Am I 6?
Thanks, Courtney. Sounds like you got that one under control. Not. Now, we end off today's show with an intriguing look at Ottawa's arts community. In the 1980s, during the so-called New Wave era, Roland Padmore was considered to be one of the most talented avant-garde artists in the region before he vanished in 1989. He hasn't been heard or seen from since, and his family still searches for answers. While his artistic expression has remained dormant for years, recently a new generation has resurrected his talents, which has subsequently thrusted him back into the mainstream spotlight.
I mean, what can I say about the man? He was a visionary. He could see things I never could. He made Uranus funny. Like, the man's a genius.
Our first date was at one of his galleries. Not only did we fall in love with his artwork, we fell in love with each other.
Roland Padmore was a genius, an artiste in his own right. When he disappeared off the scene, I was bereft. I'm still looking for someone who equals his talent and his bravado.
Roland Padmore was really an excellent artist, and it's unfortunate that we only really got to know his work after his disappearance. It was a great loss to the artistic community.
Roland Padmore was an artist that shined a spotlight on many of the scientific issues that are perplexing our world today. He brought to the forefront many of the mysteries of the universe.
Well, I grew up in a pack of survivalists, you know. It's all flat earth this and flat earth that. But, you know, one day I was walking through the bush and the snow was 4 feet deep. And heck, I'm only 4'8". But one of Roland's tracks came on and he started singing about outer space, you know. Changed my life.
Roland Padmore. Wow, Roland Padmore. I've not heard that name in quite some time. When I first met Roland, he actually hired him to trim my hedge. He did a pretty decent job, was inexpensive. The weird thing is, when he cuts them off, he'd pick it up and he just started eating it. I thought it was kind of strange. And I figured, you know, he does a thorough job. To each their own, I guess, so why not? Didn't bug me that much. So I used him for about 3 summers in a row, and then the 4th summer, he found out that I was a musician. And then he said he's a bit of an artiste himself. So he showed me some of his unique videos. They were very interesting. A bit out there for me, but you know, they were still very interesting. So I asked him, do you need anyone to make music for you? And he said, no way, this is my art. I want to make my own music for my videos. Could you teach me how to use a keyboard? And I said, sure. You trim my hedge, I teach you music, that's only fair. So it took about 3 months. He's a fast learner. And then after 3 months, he came over and he's like, Chris, I wrote a piece. I want to play it for you. I hope you really enjoy it. And he did, and it moved my soul. I still think about it to this day, and when I do, it brings a tear to my eye. I memorized that song, and I'd like to play it for you today. Roland, here you go. masterpiece.
Self-proclaimed astronomy rapper, Roland Padmore was definitely a fan of the stars. One critic aptly described him as what you'd get if Carl Sagan all of a sudden became a funky fly. Here now, thanks to special permission from the Padmore family, is his masterpiece, The World of Space.
Since the splitting of the atom only a few decades ago, and through his God-given genius of science, man, at last, has succeeded in penetrating further and further into the unknown vastness of space.
Space. Space. Space. Space. Space. The final frontier. The final frontier.
And now,
It's one small step for man.
It is that man in his quest for knowledge and progress is determined and cannot be deterred.
You told me to let you know the moment planet Druidia was in sight, sir. So? Planet Druidia is in sight, sir.
The final frontier.
Yo, the universe blows my mind every time. An expanse of space too big to define. So listen to my rhyme as we get to sky talking. And don't forget to say what's up to Stephen Hawking.
I hope I will be remembered for my work on black holes and the origin of the universe.
Science has proclaimed victory, yet the universe remains a mystery. Picture this. You gaze at night sky, billions upon billions of stars are in your eyes. The concept of infinity out of touch, a sense of insecurity is too much. Welcome to the world of space, it's exotic. Welcome to the world of space, it's hypnotic.
It's space. It's the world of space. It's space, space. It's the world of space, space, space.
What's on your face? I think it's filled with wonder. Forever stargazing till you're 6 feet under. In the club, girl on the pole, but you choose to obsess about black holes. They said you'd go far, they said you'd be a star, but these chumps are phonies and they think you're an actor.
Man, don't they know that a star is a massive celestial fusion reactor?
Clouds are alright, and the sky may be blue, but at night we see the true heaven shine through.
That's one small step for man.
Space shuttle blast to the chorus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, the universe blows my mind every time. An expanse of space too big to define. So listen to my rhyme as we get to sky talking. And don't forget to say what's up to Stephen Hawking.
'Cause I wanted to understand the universe.
Some people knit and some people play. Some people sit in the sun all day. Yet are they aware? Do they really care? Space is everywhere, so you better beware. They don't know, man, they just don't know. They don't know, man, they really don't know. Time to break it down. Our planet is blue, and it's called Earth. And it has a moon for what that's worth. 8 more planets make up the solar system. You should look them up, cause you don't wanna miss them. Our solar system's star is the sun, and it's way hotter than a hot cross bun. Billions of star systems make up our galaxy, and if you think it's the only one, man, that's blasphemy. Billions of galaxies make up the universe, and that's how I'm gonna end this verse.
Yo, the universe blows my mind every time. An expanse of space too big to define. So listen to my rhyme as we get to sky talking. And don't forget to say what's up to Stephen Hawking.
Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist.
Say what? If you have any information pertaining to Roland Padmore's disappearance, please call the number on your screen, 1-800-SOS-PACE. We'll see you next week on The City That Fun Forgot. Thanks for joining. Peace. I'm out.